What would you find in a 1970s refrigerator? Oh. Oh, a bottle of Coca-Cola for the weekend. Fucking. What's up, Eric? How's everything going? I didn't bring a tripod with me.
Or a mic.
Or a microphone, no.
Did you fart?
That was another room. That came from another, that was a noise from another room, Jess. Sounded like somebody slid their chair or something. What's up, Night Wolf? What's up, Vinny? We're doing well. Here's Jess.
Hi, everyone.
We're here.
No?
No, it's how daily video starts. Hey everyone, Sour here.
I'm watching a video why nobody was fat in the 1970s in America.
Eric said he's doing a 5K run this weekend. Vinny wants to know how you're feeling. Eric wants to know how was the surgery.
I'm proud of you for that. Awesome. I'm feeling better than yesterday. I'm still in pain. It's starting to creep up. I have more of an appetite.
What up, my main troll?
I'm a little.
She's on that.
I'm a little tired.
On that.
They told me that they're taking my catheter away, and I don't want my catheter taken away.
She doesn't want her catheter taken away.
Because they said I have to start walking after 24 hours. So, this early afternoon.
She got her water and her button to call the nurses.
My drip.
Her drip.
I have saline and opioid.
That says right there, fentanyl citrate.
They're going to reduce my fentanyl. Because,
Today,
yeah,
after 24 hours of the surgery.
which is okay with me.
Definitely, you don't need any more.
Yeah, I was scared.
This is how much she's gotten so far. So this is her third syringe. So she gets 3 milliliters per hour, and she's gotten 64 milliliters since yesterday. Katya said, big hug to you, Jess. Searching for purpose. I do 5Ks to warm up. What's up? Hey, Jess, quick recovery. You got this, says Nightwolf. How long do you have to stay in hospital? Did you answer that? What happened with this friggin' crying?
People are very nice.
Oh, people are very nice. A lot of pain, yes. Still talking to yourself so you're out, Lance? Crazy Corey, what's up, what's up? Tomorrow on the boat, I wish. What's wrong?
I can't cry, it hurts.
Well, don't cry, girls. You should be happy. Let's make sure that you stay covered up and we don't have any accidental. Zandy said, oh my God, Jess, my poor girl. You felt like you were 17 again.
Zandy, Matt was telling me yesterday about your accident when you when you were on your bike, just the way you described you going down that hill was, I mean, funny now, but I know it was scary then. And I don't know, it made me laugh when it shouldn't have. I'm sorry, but it was scary and funny at the same time. And then he was like, "You guys went on vacation the very next day." I was like, "Sandy, that freaking trooper gets your skull cracked and then goes on vacation the next day."
Off-road sent you a flower.
Thank you.
Sophie said, hope you have an easy delivery.
Thank you. Yeah, it feels like I'm holding my belly because I'm pregnant.
Zandy said her LOL, her little tumble.
Um, he's like, all I see is Zandy. The way he like imitating, like your legs are out, and you're just like do like going downhill. It's like
Still have the scar, she said. What's up, John? Running Man said make a donation page for her. People will donate, but I won't. Well, I don't want anybody else's money but yours, Running Man, so
Running Man.
drink lots of water to flush it out. No, she's not having a baby. She had her gallbladder removed.
I have 3
Nightwolf sent a
incisions.
floating heart.
Thank you.
It's over. Be happy to have this crazy, sweet, crazy love next to you. Jess has a Dominican doppelganger on YouTube.
Yeah.
I guess a doppelganger would have to be Dominican. Good morning, Indonesia. No internet outside of the hotel room. It literally like stopped.
Close the curtains, please.
It's too bright?
Yeah. Or if you want to
Yeah.
stir up some mosquitoes.
Oh no.
Go to the corner.
Go to the corner. I don't think that changes any darkness, Squirch. Does it?
Peripheral vision.
What's up in Arkansas, Mary? Thank you, Off-Road. I appreciate it. Thank you, Tatted Up. Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Good. Your pain is good? Okay.
Well, I do have a little pain, but it's not as bad as yesterday.
Okay, perfect. Do you want to wash up your body? We'll help you here.
I really don't want to move.
Okay, maybe in the afternoon.
Let's try in the afternoon.
Okay. Bye, ma'am.
Okay.
What do they ask?
I want to wash up my body.
Oh, nah, she a nasty girl.
I don't want to move.
She a dirty girl. She a dirty girl. Jess was gonna have a whole fucking crew, 5 or 6 people washing her. Yeah, a lot of people speak English here in Bali. Thanks for stopping in, Katya. We appreciate you.
Okay, no more. I want to cry in peace.
She wants to cry in peace. And she's just crying because she said everybody's been so nice in their support. Bye, Katya. Thanks, Zandy. Zandy said she's sad she can't be here.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sandy.
Eric said he's doing the 5K for the autism walk / run that he supports.
That's awesome. I would love to do one of those.
No roommates, Vinny. I'm okay, yeah, I'm good. Little sleep deprived, and yesterday, oh my god, yesterday was rough because we were idiots and we booked our transfer of Airbnbs for the same day that her surgery was. So while she was having surgery, I thought she would be out and I would get to say goodbye to her before I went and go checked out of one Airbnb and checked into another, but she was still in surgery when I left, which she shouldn't have been. So I asked the nurses before I left how she was doing, and they said they didn't know. And I was like, well, they said the surgery was only supposed to be an hour, and she's been gone for 2 hours now. Like, shouldn't it be over now? And they said as soon as her surgery's done, they'll call us and we will call you. So I went to go switch Airbnbs, which was like a 3-hour process because our Airbnbs, our new one was an hour away from the old one. So the whole time I'm like, I should have heard something by now. I should have heard something by now. I should have heard something by now. And I didn't hear anything until right before I arrived to the new Airbnb, 4 hours after her surgery started. They finally told me that she was out. Like I was friggin' crying. I was friggin' terrified, thinking that something happened. I was like, an hour surgery should have been done. She should have woken up already. I was terrified. But then at like 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon, she went in for surgery at 8:30 in the morning, and at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, they finally called me and told me that she was in her room ready. Royce, the procedure went well. She's just in some pain, recovering right now. Thank you, Nightwolf. Oh, I bet you do, running man. Run to the fridge. Oh shit, I friggin' heated up water for coffee. Coffee.
Thank God I had an allergic reaction because I had shortness of breath.
Are you telling me this?
Well, yeah, so
I know, of course, we talked about it already.
to them.
Oh, not to them, no, I'll tell them that. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. So hello from the other side. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Big Hoff. Fucking Jax. Best friend of Opie. Who was fucking murdered by his... Well, they kind of just had to watch him. Thank you for the 100 Trace. I'm not in the... Well, I am in the hospital, but I'm not the one that's a patient. My wife is. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so I guess Jess, when she got the anesthesia yesterday, like she started hearing that like Charlie Brown kind of whoa, like everybody's voice started slowing down and she started getting that effect and she panicked and she started freaking out, hyperventilating and they had to friggin' put I think they put anesthesia, like more like I think they gave it to her intravenously and she freaked and then they had to put the gas over her mouth to knock her out.
I thought I was having an allergic reaction.
Yeah, and then today they were like, oh, maybe yesterday you had an allergic reaction. I was like, no, I think she just fucking panicked because she's
Scared.
Yeah, she was scared of that feeling. She doesn't really know what it's like to do drugs or anything, so
said, I told them in the room, I said, I tasted.
Thank you, Titan. Thank you for the flower, Rock Lobster. Rock Lobster sent a flower.
And then he was like, what do you taste?
Oh yeah, well she said she tastes the medicine, and he's like, what do you taste? And what, that made you panic more?
Yeah, because like I couldn't talk. I couldn't talk. And I could barely say the word scared. I said, I'm scared. Scared. Scared.
Oh man, I wish they would have friggin' told me I could come down to see this and record it. Thank you, Rock Lobster. Oh no, Shadow. That's a sad story. Oh damn, Nightwolf said I freaked out too once they laid me on bed. They immediately put the gas on me to knock me out.
Yeah, they did it in the
Operating room. They wheeled her into the operating room, and then they knocked her out.
I wish they did it before.
Yeah, the one time I got surgery, the only time I've ever gone surgery, they knocked me out before I even made it to the operating room.
Yeah. There's quite a few people in there.
For me, they wheeled me out of my room to the bathroom. They asked me if I wanted to stop and take a piss. I stopped and took a piss. And then as soon as I laid back in the bed right outside of the bathroom, they knocked me out. When are we going back to the boat? Probably on the 4th of May. Depending on how Jess feels. That's what we have our Airbnb booked up to. I moved Airbnbs yesterday, so our old Airbnb, which you guys saw, 2 floors, swimming pool in the backyard, or well, it wasn't really a pool, but so that thing cost, I think, about 80 something bucks a night, maybe 85 bucks a night. Our new hotel room is like 34 bucks a night. So I'll have to go live from there and show you guys the difference between a $34 per night place and an $85 per night place.
The standard is lower, huh?
Yeah. Oh, well, we're way further away now. We're not close to a beach no more. But we are in a very popular area. Lots of little boutique stores, tons of restaurants. Temples everywhere. Well, every house has to have a temple here in Bali. Every single house needs to have a temple. Like a family temple. But then, like, most families have a family temple at their, like, whoever the oldest people in the family are, like whatever house has been in the generation the longest, that house usually has the biggest temple, which could be sometimes like half the property. And then, like, when the children grow up and move out and get married and get their own house, then they have to build a temple at their house. Rock Lobster says that when he was a kid, the anesthesia made it look like one of those old static screens on an old TV, like the black and white snow on a TV. I don't know if you remember that, Jess.
So what?
Black and white snow. Like if you weren't getting a channel, it would be black and white. It'd be like shh.
Oh yeah, static.
So yeah, that's kind of what it looked like for Rock Lobster when he got anesthesia during his back surgery as a kid. Yes, I am staying in the hospital, Eric. I wasn't intentional. I was intending to go home last night, and I just felt bad leaving her. I will be leaving her at some point today to go shower and check on our stuff, because, I mean, this was our first night in the place. It's a little bit more,
Your first
yeah, well, no, I mean, I didn't stay there. It's our first night.
at the Airbnb.
Yeah. It's all good, Wooster. Thank God we were on land when this happened, yeah. I mean, to be fair, if we wouldn't have done this trip, we would have probably, well, I mean, I don't even know if we would have ever found out that she had stones, because, I mean, our diet in the States wasn't that great. So who knows if this would have ever even triggered. Maybe it was all the American diet that fucking caused this.
That's what I'm watching the video.
Yep. No, we don't have a car here, Eric. It's so cheap for Uber. They don't have Uber here. They have an Asian version of Uber called Grab. But like for a 1.5 hour drive, which is well, during the busy time of the day, that's about how long it takes to get to my Airbnb, and it's about $18 to Uber there for an hour and a half. At nighttime, when the traffic dies down, it's like $8 or maybe $9 to go back. That's about an hour drive. Oh, sorry, Jebediah. I acknowledged that you were in here and Jess was talking, but we were in the hospital. She got her gallbladder out. What up, Gare Dog? But yeah, so I don't know, if we were still on the boat, we might have been closer to Bali by the time we even found out about a problem anyway, so we might have been in the same situation. Who knows? Matter, cat? What's the matter, cat? Just sounds good. Yeah, she's way better today than she was yesterday. I am now in a hospital, Jebediah Broadcasting. She's watching a video about the American diet. High fructose corn syrup. Unfortunately, the internet stops working as soon as I walk outside the room. My nose. Yeah, there is literally no internet right outside the room. The average American.
What did you say?
As soon as you step outside the room, the internet goes out.
What a shame.
What time is it here? What's that? It's at 8:15. In the morning. In the morning. I stole some instant coffee and sugar packets from our last Airbnb. Jane says, wishing you a speedy recovery. Love from England, Jess.
Huh?
Jane says, wishing you a speedy recovery. Love from England.
Thank you so very much. Love is well received.
Friday. Is it Friday today? I do believe so, yes.
Then dispatched tomorrow.
Getting dispatched tomorrow. Not dispatched.
What? Outpatient.
Yeah, released.
Release.
I feel like dispatched sounds like you're getting fucking murdered, killed.
Oh.
Like you dispatch your friggin'
Oh. I think
logistics.
yeah.
Fucking Amazon will do that to you.
Seriously. It's fucking ingrained whether I want it or not.
Yeah, she's in a hospital stretcher. Raymond, we're in the hospital. What causes me more anxiety, sailing across the Pacific or traveling across the USA? Neither one of those really are anxiety inducing for me. Unless, I mean, the anxiety inducing part of that, I guess, is the money spent. But neither of those activities are particularly anxiety inducing for me, Gare Dog. Is she eating? Yeah, she had an omelet this morning. She ate the whole omelet yesterday. She didn't touch her dinner yesterday. She only ate the omelet. But this morning she's already eaten more than she did yesterday. Thank you, Shell. I appreciate it. Jess appreciates it. Jebediah, diet definitely affects whether one gets gallstones or not. 100%. Even if it's hereditary, it takes diet to trigger them. At least that's what I read online. Yeah, Ash, you look like the type. Raymond, I'm in Bali. Low fiber diets, low fat. Low fat is you need stuff that's not rich. My friggin' travel adapter, I should have bought a lot more of these. I have 2 of them. And we had 2, gave one away in the Solomon Islands for a wood carving. And then I bought another one in the States, but I wish I would have bought a couple more. What I really wish, I bought one that's, because a lot of people don't realize this, and you would never know unless you try using specific electrical stuff in these things, but they don't actually convert the voltage from European voltage 220 to American style 110. They just pass the voltage through, so it's basically allowing you to use a plug and a European style plug and an American style plug, but the voltage stays the same. But it doesn't matter because most devices these days are wide voltage, and they take anything from 100 to 240 volts. So like your laptop charger, your phone chargers, generally all of that stuff accepts anything from 100 to 240 volts and then converts it to 12 or 5 or whatever, 19 for laptops. But I bought an extension cord that is not wide range, it's only 110 volt. So I need a voltage converter for here to be able to use that extension cord. Yeah, so we had booked our return flight to Bali. Well, we were supposed to be going back to our boat in Papua, and we were going to get here to Bali, do a couple things, and then book our flights when we were ready to fly back to the boat. And before we flew back to Bali, when we were still in Washington, Jess had some pain, went to urgent care, found out she needed her gallbladder removed, and since we already had the flights to Bali booked, we asked the doctor if we could make the trip to Bali and have the surgery done here, and they said yes. I am the guy with the boat, Ash. Tyson, my trip back to the States was what I needed, not what I was looking for, I guess. It reminded me of why I do what I do. Which every trip, I've been flying back to the States once a year now since I started sailing, and every time I go back to the States, I'm reminded of the same thing. This is why I love sailing. I always think like, oh man, I wonder if I'm gonna like get back to the States and be like, oh man, I never want to leave again, and that's never happened. Jebediah, I don't think so. I think that her diet in the United States uh, caused the gallstones, in my opinion. But she also, to be fair, we were in Indonesia for 2 months before going back to the States, and her diet in Indonesia was a lot of fried food. And oil and fat is what causes gallbladder stones. So it is possible that it started in Indonesia. Yeah, I mean, for me, like I definitely was getting very lonely from not seeing people that I know for a year. But I do find that I only need to visit with everyone like for a day or two, and I'm replenished on that, and I'm ready to go back to being by myself. Like I feel like the older I get, and I feel like my dad was this way, maybe my grandfather too, but the older I get, the more I am happy with myself and being by myself. Most most health issues have a lot to do with genetics. Genetics can play a part in gallbladder stones, but from what I was reading, you're genetically predisposed, even if you're genetically predisposed to gallbladder stones, it still takes a bad diet to cause them. Like if you're pre-genetically disposed and you eat a good diet, you could prevent them.
Sometimes hormones too.
Hormones too, but again, that's something I think with diet you can control your
I
hormones.
think that even healthy, like even a healthy woman in particular, because it's mostly.
I mean, there's two different things you're talking about. Like a healthy woman can still get gallbladder stones because
Yes.
she's not eating the right diet for gallbladder stones. Like you could still eat oil and be healthy.
Right, but then what impacts it is the fluctuation in hormones.
Yep. But again, I mean, isn't hormones something else that like can also be maybe not completely controlled by diet, but diet also can help friggin' moderate a lot of your hormones? Especially if you're eating the right diet, you can control your stress levels, which helps control hormone levels.
Yeah, I mean, this hormone in particular is the estrogen hormone.
And I think that can be controlled by diet. I mean, oh, I don't know.
I don't think so. It's
Okay,
just-
so I guess you could just get gallbladder stones. Sometimes you could just not help it. There's nothing you
Yeah.
could do.
Yeah.
And is that what you think is your case, or do you think yours was?
No, it could be all of the above. It could be hormonal. It definitely is diet because I have gained weight and I was not eating right. You know, I was like so freaking bloated. I would eat because that's what you do, right? When you go see people, you go out to eat. And I would eat even if I wasn't hungry.
Yeah, I mean, and you also eat when your stomach like when you think that just because your stomach's growling, you think you need to eat.
Well, yeah. Now, if you go to the other extreme, where you don't eat, where you only eat just one time a day, you can give yourself stomach ulcers, and that also is not good.
Raymond,
That
her.
impacts you for the rest of your life as well.
Yep.
Stomach ulcers from not eating for long periods of time.
She has her stones. They are tiny. The bigger one is maybe the
4 centimeters.
4 centimeters, guys. I know you all know your centimeters.
I mean, I've got them right here.
Hopefully, she will be dispatched tomorrow, Ash. Yeah, Vinny, I don't know, me too, but who knows?
What?
Vinny thought it was from diet primarily.
Alright, can we just like Google it? Like if you
I'm using my phone to stream.
here, I'll Google it.
Seems a passable size. I think it's also enough size to block I don't think you pass gallbladder stones. Like it's very hard to pass them.
It's not like kidney.
Your gallbladder is dumping bile into the liver, right? Or is it
Yeah.
accepting liver from the or bile from the liver in? It's
I
like the
thought
middleman.
connected. Yeah, the middleman. Let's see. How?
Discharge, that's the word.
Thank you. Yeah, not dispatch. You get gallstones. Gallstones form when substances in your bile, a digestive fluid made by the liver, get out of balance and harden into small stone-like pieces in the gallbladder. Here's the simple idea. Bile normally contains cholesterol, bile salts, and bilirubin in the right portions.
You would throw yours at a stranger, Ash?
When that balance is off, crystals can form and grow into stones. The main ways to develop gallstones is too much cholesterol in bile is the most common cause. Your bile can't dissolve all the cholesterol, so it crystallizes, and these crystals clump together into stones. Too much bilirubin happens when
Too much bilirubin?
bilirubin.
What the? I don't know what that is.
I don't know. I know I saw it on my blood tests and stuff. Happens when your body breaks down red blood cells faster than normal. Seen in conditions like liver disease or certain blood disorders, and leads to darker pigment stones. And lastly, gallbladder not emptying properly. If the bile sits too long, it becomes concentrated. This is where the estrogen plays into a role. If it sits too long, it becomes concentrated, which makes it easier for the stones to form. Common risk factors: you're more likely to get gallstones if you are a female, if you are over 40, if you are overweight or recently lost weight too quickly, eat a high-fat, high-cholesterol diet,
Oh, that's Jess.
if you are pregnant, have a family history of gallstones, or have diabetes or liver disease. Let me see, can estrogen play?
What's up, GB? She had her whole gallbladder removed, Rock. Passing stones? Nah, Mike, my wife had her gallbladder removed.
This is how estrogen contributes to gallbladders.
This is
For
how
gallstones.
estrogen contributes to gallbladder stones.
Estrogen affects bile in two important ways. Estrogen increases cholesterol in the bile. It tells the liver to secrete more cholesterol into the bile. If there's too much, it can crystallize and form stones. And it also reduces gallbladder movement indirectly. Hormonal changes can slow how well the gallbladder empties, so bile sits longer and becomes more concentrated. Higher estrogen levels are linked to a higher risk of gallstones, such as pregnancy, hormonal birth control containing estrogen pills, hormone replacement therapy, or just naturally higher estrogen levels in some individuals. That's one reason gallstones are more common in women than men.
Yeah, Joshua.
Now, estrogen, that's just, you gotta give them a warning.
Respect yourself, Jesus. Can't be sitting out here like a hooch.
Estrogen doesn't guarantee you'll get gallstones, but it shifts the balance in bile towards stone formation, especially if other risk factors like diet, weight, or genetics are also present. Did you understand any of that? Did you want to read?
I
this
mean,
for yourself?
so can estrogen levels be controlled by diet?
I don't know. Can estrogen levels?
Oh,
be-
and Jess isn't a slob. That's just the stained friggin' shirt that they gave her.
They gave me a snake.
You're
Yeah.
positive it was stained, but when they gave it to you.
It
Joshua
says
said, tell her we wish her well and hope she gets better.
Thank you, guys.
Ash said he saw your fanny.
Oh dear. You probably saw my catheter in my fanny.
Nope, yep, the little pee tube. Jess is like, I have to pee, but I can't pee last night. She has a catheter in.
I know.
I wasn't trying to argue with her, though, because she was fucking... She was a little loopy.
Yes, diet can influence estrogen levels, but it's more of a fine-tuning effect than a powerful on and off switch. Hormones are tightly regulated by your body, so food helps shift the balance rather than completely control it. So how diet affects estrogen is your body fat and calories. Estrogen is partly produced in fat tissue. Higher body fat generally means higher estrogen. Gradual weight loss, if needed, can lower excess estrogen levels. Fiber intake. Fiber helps your body eliminate estrogen through digestion. Diets rich in veggies, fruits, legumes, and whole grains can slightly reduce circulating estrogen. Your gut health, I mean, I think if you want to read through that.
No, I'm good, Gurge. I'll friggin' read it after the live.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's what we be out here doing. Living it up.
Feel the AC? You could put it down.
I'm comfortable. Are you cold, hot?
I do need a bath because I
Oh,
feel
you stink.
There you go again.
I don't smell you, Gorge. I mean, it's fucking... I don't smell her. She's just friggin' always has it in her head. Does Jess drink alcohol? I have seen Jess drink. We've been together for 14 years. I haven't even seen Jess drunk 14 times in our relationship.
I just rather have a piece of cake and have alcohol.
Jess prefers eating calories than drinking calories. She's never tried smoking weed. How do you pay for something like this in Bali, Dog? I mean, we were lucky. This hospital came. The quote ended up being under $5,000 for the surgery.
Just a little
Over 5,000. I thought it was.
They added more. They added, remember?
Yeah, but it was still under 5.
My
It
phone
came
told
up
me
to like
it was
4.7 or something.
I thought it was 5.1.
Mm.
It was 87,000.
We'll do the calculation.
I think it was 87,600,000.
She just eats, VB. She doesn't friggin', she prefers her vices to be stuff that is,
Yeah, 5,100.
okay, $5,100.
That's not gonna include medicine.
And that doesn't include medicine. That doesn't include the,
I don't know if that's included or not,
I don't think so.
I just thought the out.
Because they don't know if you're gonna use it or not. You know what I mean?
Oh, I thought they meant like medicine that they can take home with.
The first hospital we went to, they quoted us, there was 6 different prices. There was like 6 tiers of care you could get.
For a room.
There was basic, and then like there was basic, there was 3 steps in between that, then there was VIP, and then there was 3 steps above that. So I think it was, I mean, I don't even know what the bottom was if you share a room with 2 other beds. So it would be 3 beds. So Jess would be in here with 2 other patients. That was gonna be $15,000, like 15,400, I think.
Then you could share a room with one other person.
One other bed, which was like $16,000.
And then by yourself.
By yourself was the VIP
18,000.
room was $18,000. So I think the only thing that changed was the room, but the pricing for everything changed. Like the pricing for the doctor
Yeah,
changed.
somehow.
It
Yeah.
didn't make sense.
No. And because like they were quoting us as if we had insurance, like I told them multiple times that we were gonna pay.
Oh, Jebediah, Jess has been drunk before. I mean, I have definitely seen her drunk.
Not
Friggin'.
my favorite.
No, friggin' soggy pesos in Mexico.
Then
You were really drunk there.
I was one of the most drunk.
And I have that on fucking camera. We gotta make a short out of that.
That's probably one of the most drunk I ever been. But then we had New Year, celebrated New Year.
What's up, Connie? How's the food?
Keys. We celebrated New Year.
New Year in the Keys. Oh yeah, I didn't even
Not
feel like you
really
were that.
fucking drunk. No, I was very drunk.
We celebrated New Year's in Key West with a girl that we met in Guatemala.
Yeah.
She worked in like Washington D.C. on like the Democrat National
And
Committee or something.
She was recently dating a
Oh yeah,
guy,
and they're married
and
now.
they're married.
Yep,
That
yep.
was so awesome.
Yeah, that was really cool.
I can't remember the last time I gotten drunk. I think Guatemala was the last time I got drunk.
You think it's disgusting to charge for medical stuff in today's world? That's ridiculous. I don't think. Well, so do you think that people should learn how to heal, like become doctors and stuff and surgeons, and they should just have to do that work for free? Or what? Like the government is supposed to take care of you? I think that's absolutely ridiculous that you think that you should have to rely on the government. I think that's kind of why the world is starting to become so fucked up, because more and more people want to rely on the government than themselves and their community and their families. Like if you're an asshole your whole life and you don't make a lot of money and you burn all the bridges with your family and your friends and nobody wants to take care of you when you're old and you don't have enough money to take care of yourself, you should be fucked. The fucking taxpayers shouldn't be paying for you, in my opinion. I agree with Blue Water. I think we're responsible for our own bodies and you should be saving up the money to pay for your health care.
As in like retirement and stuff.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, people should be not, when they get their paycheck, they shouldn't be like, oh, I have enough money to go buy an iPhone now. They should be like, oh, I need to put money away in case I have need surgery next year or 10 years from now or 5 years from now. Like, too many people are, yeah, they're spending their money on credit cards before they even get it. And then it's like I have a health emergency and now I need the government to take care of me. What happened to Circuitous? Oh, she's still floating. She's waiting for us patiently to return.
Next week, hopefully. I'm just going to. Actually, not next week, maybe.
Inflation's out. Well, I agree with that too. I think some of that stuff could also be resolved if the government stayed out of stuff a lot more and we can do trading in between people and bartering and stuff again without having to pay taxes on that kind of shit. I agree with that too, Joshua. That tax money. Calisthenics. Everything is. It's okay. Jess is fine. We could do some push ups too. Why the fuck not? It's been a long time. I don't know how we do this though. Tripod because I wasn't planning on. All right, we're a little out of practice.
You did it?
Yeah. Thank you, Roy. She's doing good. She had her gallbladder removed.
Very red.
Who's gonna carry the boats? Stay hard.
What's my favorite? Can you find the hydrocortisone cream?
Hydrocortisone cream.
It's either in the red bag or jean bag. I think it's in my jean bag.
Jean bag.
Yeah, that could be in the red bag.
Oh. Diamonds, yeah, one of these days. Jess has a rad scar now. I mean, she got laparoscopic surgery, so
Have scars, I'm not sure.
I mean, yeah, she'll probably have scars, but it's a lot of little, 3 little scars. One for the camera. What were the other ones for?
The other two is
For tools.
tools.
So one hole in the belly button, one up here, and like one over here. 3 holes. Yeah, Shell, she is. Well, I don't feel like she is. Thank you for the floating heart, Blue Water. Blue Water sent a floating heart.
Thank you. You don't
GB, we're paying for an Airbnb right now, but I did stay here at the hotel last night. So it didn't save us any money, but I did stay.
Oh, did you put the AC down?
No. Did you want me to?
Yeah.
so much stolen stuff in here. Friggin', I took jam packets. Because how often do you see pineapple jam? So since Jess didn't use it with her toast, threw it in the bag.
You want it?
No, I mean, I don't know if I'll ever use it, but. Whoa. Yeah, they're looking at you. Oh man, that was push-ups, I'll tell you. Don't get old, don't get old. What is all this stuff that gets in the water? Tell you what, they've definitely given us enough water to survive. Ain't going fast. That's for damn sure. For damn sure. Hotel, what do you mean, Connie? I'm in a hospital.
Come in.
Good morning. Hello, Jess.
Hello.
How are you?
Hello.
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 Good. Yeah.
How are you?
Good. Very good. Or do you move? Okay.
I didn't want to.
Uh,
They came for a bath, a shower,
yeah.
but I said, let's try this afternoon.
So I want to pick up the catheter.
Yeah, they told me that they would come. And I need to move, so
Yeah.
I need to take the catheter.
Tomorrow is done. So,
Yeah, but I would like that.
yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. so
Thank you.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
You're taking my catheter.
Jess doesn't want to have her catheter taken out. She's enjoying it. Yeah, the doctor doing the rounds.
They keep
Joshua
telling me
sends flowers.
tomorrow.
How long till
Thank you.
Oh,
Yes,
hello.
Sarah.
No problem. May 5th, I think, is the time to go back to the boat. You like the catheter? Connie said she hates those things.
Well, the thing is, I have to start moving. If I need to pee, I have to get up. I don't really want to get up.
Ah.
They want me to start moving.
No, healthcare is not free, Raging Gamer, but it was very affordable. So to have her gallbladder removed, we're looking at around $5,000, maybe 5,500. I mean, so we're still, the bill for the United States urgent care visit still is going up. It's at $800 right now that we owe, and that's on top of the $200 deposit. So $1,000, right, for that urgent care visit, which was blood test, ultrasound, EKG, and urine.
And urine, yeah.
$1,000 just for that, and here we are getting a whole gallbladder removed for 5,000 something. That included another blood test, X-ray, another ultrasound. Like all of that was included again. Plus the price will probably go down a little bit because they estimated 5 days in the hospital, so we'll save a little bit of money there, like 100 and something bucks. Yeah, the hospital got Wi-Fi, GB. The faster the catheter comes out, the faster she'll be out of there.
Yeah, that's why they want me moving.
Exactly. And then, I mean, it'll be good for you too, because I'm sure you would prefer to be able to eat stuff, go to the bathroom without friggin' being in pain. The boat is fine, Raging Gamer, as far as I know. The batteries are still charged because we still have internet because our security camera is still streaming. No water inside of the boat, as can be seen on the security camera, so everything seems to be good. Can't tell about mold growth or anything. Definitely enjoy the rest of the journey now with no pain. I mean, I don't think her life's really going to change much because the pain only existed for a month. This was only a condition, like this hasn't been a debilitating condition for a long time. She pretty much got it fixed within a month of having symptoms. Animals are doing well. I think we finally got our first proof of life video for a month.
No, it was, yeah, half a month.
Half a month.
15 days.
15 days we just got our first proof of life
He
video.
asked me if I never responded, but about giving Lexi a dewormer because she was eating grass. I didn't really feel comfortable giving her a dewormer if she doesn't have worms. I don't know how that works. Is that really a preventative?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I said no. Well, I didn't say no, I said I'd think about it. And I never responded.
The wife is good, Etienne. She's recovering. Yesterday was really bad after her surgery. She was like, it was just nonstop moaning from the pain. And then she threw up and pretty much been pretty good ever since. Do a fecal test. Yeah, we got to get our pets out of where they're at right now to get to a vet. Like that's kind of the problem right now. They need their yearly vaccinations. They're overdue for them, which I'm not too worried about because especially rabies, because they have been pumped so full of rabies vaccine. I think they're got more in their system than a year's worth anyway.
So actually, before we go to Raja Ampat, we have to go to...
Yeah, before we go to Raja Ampat, we're going to Sarong.
Door open.
Yeah. Well, I thought maybe someone else was coming. Well, yesterday, after the lady that came in to sweep, a guy came in to mop right after. So I don't know if someone...
Just close the door.
Okay.
There's mosquitoes that come in.
Yeah, I see mosquitoes flying around.
Is there someone in the bathroom?
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, I'll walk them in. Jess is doing well. Lisa, how are you doing? Ah, Mr. Mikey, you fucking legend. Thank you for the dono. Mr. Mikey said dono. He said, I'm glad she's doing well.
Thank you, Mr. Mikey.
Yeah, Joshua. I mean, I wouldn't feel comfortable. I mean, I don't feel bad. I don't think a vet is gonna cost a lot of money here. It's just getting to one that can apply it. I wouldn't trust myself giving shots.
Oh, yeah, no. No, and they're traveling pets, so
Yes, we are
we
in
can't
Denpasar.
we can't just have anyone administer it because it could cause problems in the next country.
Well, yeah, yes. That's another thing about traveling with the pets. We need like good documentation that it was administered. But I mean, who's to fucking say, like, why can't we just fill out a card like that and fucking put our names on it?
They're gonna want the name of the establishment, signatures.
Why can't we just make up our own?
Oh,
Has anyone ever fucking confirmed or?
I don't think they really give us it in Asia, so I mean, I guess, whatever, but.
I mean, that's, if there's one thing we've learned, it's how to fake paperwork. I think that's one thing that traveling has fucking taught us how to do is fake paperwork. I know, Mr. Mikey. If they even remember us, it's been so long. Sandy, you gave Sandy Sentinel Spectrum for parasites.
Yeah, I don't have any more.
Are you sure?
Sentinel. I might, but here's the thing. Sentinel, they won't, in the US, I tried asking to buy more Sentinel, and they wouldn't because they're not currently we're not a client.
We're not a client of any vets currently because our pets haven't needed to see a vet in the United States for 5 years. So
Number
nobody will
two,
give us a prescription to get this.
They said that they don't feel comfortable giving a preventative because usually they do a test to see if they have it, because sometimes it makes it worse. It makes it worse if you give prevention versus actual treatment. So it makes the condition worse. So that's the second reason why they didn't, like, every single vet refuses to give me
I wish, howdy.
any kind of anything, any kind of medication. So it sucked. But yeah, I might have a little bit of Sentinel on the boat, but I don't wanna give it to her because I need to have her tested.
And if we can't find Sentinel, I know where we could find some fentanyl.
Oh dear.
What are you doing?
I'm putting my thing down.
Why?
I don't know, I feel like I'm using too much of my abdominals.
Yeah, so that's what I told the bitch. Our new Airbnb, like I said, I think for 11 days I paid $340 for 11 days. So it's significantly cheaper. Our last place, did I get this last place for 11 days or did I get it for 9? I think it was 9. 9 days, and it was, I think it was like $86 per day or $89 per day. So what was that? It was like almost $1,000 for 9 days, and this place for 11 is 340. But I mean, a lot of people saw the place that we were at. We had like a little pool out back, a private pool, 2 bedrooms. Each one had an office attached to it. Very nice. The second one, it's 1 bedroom. There's not even a TV in the place. There is the downstairs and the upstairs are like almost like 2 separate apartments, so you have to go outside to go upstairs to the bedroom. It's interesting. It's interesting. I'll go live from there tomorrow or whenever Jess gets released. It's still nice, and it was like it's the place we just moved into, even though it's a little funky, weird looking, it's very, I don't know, you'll see it. It was rated as a guest favorite on Airbnb. Much further away from the beach, though. We are now hours away from the beach, where before we were a 7-minute walk. Oh, they emptied your garbage. That's nice. Oh, I just got a little lightheaded standing up. New Jersey sucks. Yeah, I would say so, for their property and taxes and everything. Bali property can be sweet, yeah. There's a lot of nice places. I was having trouble choosing. And the reason I ultimately went with this place was I figured Jess would be bedridden for most of the time. I actually didn't believe this, but I feel like she thinks she's going to be bedridden for most of the time. But
For most of what time?
till we go back to Biak.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I could check the camera on the boat. Hello. No problem. I did not see a single comment about me losing hair. Oh, damn, Jebediah. Nice. Hell yeah. Oh. I need some Rogaine. Send me some. Send me some money to buy some, Ivan. Okay, so what I don't know, I just feel weird with freaking someone sitting here mopping and I'm talking. I can check the camera on the boat, yes, Eric, and I have, and everything looks good. I can't right now because I'm using I didn't bring 2 phones today, so I'm streaming from my normal everyday phone. Look cozy around the pool. I looked at Amazon. I agree, Shell. It was very nice. So I ended up, there was tons of other places that we could have got that had their own private pools and were less money. So I never finished what I was saying. I got this place. I picked one of the cheapest places that I felt still was decent in a good area. around a lot of like vegan and like healthy restaurants, so Jess could get good food, and we don't have to feel bad about Uber Eats every day for every meal. So basically, I think that if we Uber Eats every meal for every day that we're here and at this new Airbnb, that will bring up the cost to be about how much our old Airbnb was, and we had like the kitchen and we would cook meals at home. So now we don't have to cook, we could just order our meals and not have to worry. I mean, I have been ordering food for myself at the hospital every day for the last 2 days, and my meal tends to be, delivery cost included, about 18 bucks. And that's me over ordering food that I end up throwing away. Dutchie, you don't know what Rogaine is? Yes, it is. It's a hair grow thing for men and women, I think. What's up?
Can I have my headphones?
You want headphones? Am I bothering you?
I wanna watch a video.
Oh.
I don't wanna bother you.
Oh.
Alright, check here. I don't know if we. The right one.
Oh, the white one.
Are they there?
No.
Okay, I have maybe on the table. I had them before.
Oh, here they are. They're tiny, they're toony, they're all a little loony, and in this cartoony, they're invading your TV. Oh, you're so welcome.
Matt has been such a sweetie and tending to me and feeding me. He does not wipe my butt, he lets the nurse do that. Right?
Exactly. Oh, damn, blue water.
Come in.
Hi.
Hello.
I found this on your medical
My
report.
belly button
Oh,
ring.
yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
forgot all about that.
Wow.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Bye-bye. I forgot. I've never removed this. I got this when I was 18 years old.
Her belly button ring, she got it when she was 18 years old. She never removed it. She couldn't even get it off.
I did once. I did manage to get it off once.
And now it's off. Looks like my face, I actually agree with that. I do feel like I look older. Fuck, man.
You know what it is? It's the sun. You know, protect your skin from the sun.
I put suntan lotion on.
I feel here in Bali you've been starting to be better about it. But
Stress, that's what it is. I have a very stressful life. What's up, Baha? What's up, Shar? The sea is calling me. We need to get back.
unfortunately, Matt is going to, for the next 2-ish months, do the grunt.
I mean, we don't have a lot that we need to do.
Like any sail changes, he pretty much has to do this sailing all on his own.
So basically, life is normal, guys.
I help you, Mitsu.
Thank you for the thumbs up, Baha. I have more hair, I know. I was just thinking I need to go get it cut. Maybe go get a fade and shit, like the kids do.
Show them your wedding picture if you go. Cause that, I really love that haircut on you. You look so handsome.
I got a 5-year-old haircut. I mean, I don't think I have a haircut because I haven't gotten my haircut. Last time I got my haircut, it was down to fucking short. This is just kind of how nature's progressing with my hair. And how I friggin' my lack of styling. I mean, when I go to get my hair, if I go, the few times that I have gone to a barber shop, I just tell them to cut it a way that I don't need to style it. Like, I just wanted it cut in a way that I don't need to do anything. I wake up in the morning, I go like this, and it's fucking done. Pennsylvania Dutch, true that. I mean, I'm not Pennsylvania Dutch, but I'm from Pennsylvania and there's Dutch there. DIY, that's how my haircuts usually are. With the trimmers, with the buzzer, I just go bzz, bzz, bzz. That's how I shave my beard, my neck. I just take all the attachments off the buzzer and I just go like this, so I always have like a 5 o'clock shadow. Because I ain't using no razors. The hair looks Amish. I feel like this is how I pretty much rocked my hair my whole life. Well, no, I usually cut it shorter. It's usually like maybe a 2. Pennsylvania hillbilly, exactly. I think that's what I am most comparable to. Someone from Pennsylvania. Think more beer belly and NASCAR and less fucking.
Talking loud.
Think more NASCAR and beer belly than horse and buggy. Again, warm time for a buzz cut. Well, I did cut it right before we left the boat.
Come in.
Yes?
They changed their mind.
They don't like us. Oh, lightheaded.
Me too. Maybe you need to eat something.
Oh, nice, Elric. I come from a Dale Earnhardt loving family, actually. Your uncle got invited to join the Amish. Why did they want him to join the Amish?
Your voice keeps getting louder and louder.
Sorry, Glitch. Thank you, Susie. Can she eat ice cream? I don't think so, Running Man. Low fat. Only low fat. I definitely stood up too fast.
I guess, like, you know those, like, fruity ice creams?
Mm-hmm.
Not like chocolate.
Sorbet?
Like a sorbet, maybe.
Well, I mean, if it's low-fat ice cream, you could have that too.
Yeah.
It's like making, instead of using regular milk, they use skim milk.
Skim milk. I'm kind of really craving an acai bread.
Is Canapolis a real place, Elric? Or are you talking about Indianapolis and do they just call it Canapolis like they say Pennsylvania? Frozen yogurt, it's got to be low fat, anything that she has. Can she have a beer? I mean, even if she could, she probably wouldn't. I don't think she's had a beer in years. Your sea legs are getting weak, Wally. Kannapolis is a real place? Oh, okay. Thought it was like the Pennsylvania version of Indianapolis. All right, Dutchie, I appreciate you stopping in. Enjoy your food. Nice. North Carolina was one of the places we thought about living. Still potentially might. I think that in my life I will live in many, many different places still. Being 40 years old, I still think I got many places to live. I'd like to live in Arizona, like by Sedona for a couple years, I think. Could see myself living in Tennessee. I could even see myself living in West Virginia, where the men are men, the women are men, and the sheep run scared. Been back in Jersey since 2013. There's a bunch of countries I could see myself living in. I could see myself living in Bali for years. We might live in Thailand for years. Who knows? Not near the coast in Jersey. The only place I know that's not on the coast in Jersey is Medford. Oh, you are near the coast. Medford and Cherry Hill. It is very nice to be back in Asia, GB. Holy fuck. Yeah, Asia was never really my top place to visit, but I think it's definitely my favorite. Everywhere we've been so far, the Philippines, Taiwan, Indonesia. Cherry Hill's on the coast of the Delaware Water Gap, yep. What's up, Ace? Jess needed to get her gallbladder out, Ace. I remember going to a club in Cherry Hill called Top Dog. Yeah, right before we left the United States to come back to Indonesia, she was having pain, so she went to an urgent care, and they told her she had gallstones and she needed her gallbladder out. We already had the flight booked to Bali, so we asked them if she could survive the trip to Bali, and they said yes. So we got here, and she just had surgery yesterday. After a week of going to hospitals and getting pricing and stuff. She's recovering well. After surgery yesterday, she was very in pain. Like she's I don't know.
Many hours.
I have video of it. Maybe we upload it. We'll see what she thinks.
Sounds like pornographic.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, I think towards later in the afternoon, when a nurse came, they said I was in so much pain, so she decided to up my fentanyl.
Yeah, she was at 2.1 milliliters per hour.
And then
They
she
upped her
did
to 3. This is her third syringe.
But this afternoon, they're going to reduce it again.
Yeah, they're gonna reduce maybe down to 2 again or 2.1 or something.
Yeah, because I'm not like,
She's not dying anymore. Oh yeah, so that's what. So yesterday she was in a lot of pain after the surgery, and then she threw up. And after that, it was like a night and day difference. I feel like you immediately started acting way different.
yeah, I mean, I was complaining of nausea for 6 hours before I finally threw up. It was all bile. There was nothing.
Scotty, she told me to go live. I didn't fucking.
Well, yeah, I
She.
told him to, because I wanted him to go live like 2 days ago. And I mean, it's been a little crazy, with all the doctor appointments.
Yeah, I mean, we were every day we were going driving an hour
Yeah.
inland because our Airbnb was on the coast. All the hospitals were inland, so we were just nonstop driving. We didn't really have time to go live. I mean, and it's
And
like
then,
just go live for an hour, but it's never an hour. This one's already an hour and a half. You told me to just go live for an hour
yeah, I
today.
mean, you could cut it hard. You could, at 10, you could just cut it so I could take a nap.
Yeah, so she threw up all. Well, I think it was just like because now she doesn't have the gallbladder, which is what controls the bile. So she threw up a whole bunch of bile, which I think is just a result of the surgery. And after that, she felt so much better. So, and she's been better ever since.
Yeah. I have pain now, like, I feel like when I breathe.
Oh my God, Ace, you fucking legend, you fucking $50 dono
Wow. Oh my.
towards Jess's recovery.
Thank you, Ace. Thank you so much. Appreciate it from the bottom.
That's a fitty of fentanyl right there.
So if I laugh, if I do torso movements, if I'm crying, if I'm breathing too heavily, so that's why I pause in between talking so I don't take too big of a breath, causing the expansion of my abdomens. It bothers. But
I think you were also panicking because you panicked twice. I think a part of it was before surgery also, but about the fentanyl. You panicked about that, like you were friggin' crying last night, like because you didn't want to be addicted to fentanyl.
oh, I've been doing a lot of crying, you guys. A lot of crying. I almost feel like crying right now. It's just been very emotional.
In a good way. She's been very happy for all the support that she's been getting.
I can't cry, it hurts.
All right, we'll leave you alone so you don't have to feel like you need. Well, not that you need to feel like you need to cry, but you don't need to feel like crying. Thank you, GB. Oh, definitely diet changes, Ace. Definitely diet changes. She changed her diet as soon as she found out she had stones. She changed her diet to a low-fat diet, so she didn't have any more attacks. So the diet's already been changed. She knows that it's gonna need to stay like that for at least a few months, and then she can slowly incorporate like fats into the diet.
Thank you.
You finish with your food?
Yes, and for the bread, I would like it more toasted.
More toasted?
Yeah, like dark.
You order toast again
I
for
would
tomorrow?
not toast
Oh,
again, just more toast. Okay, please and thank you.
You're welcome.
You want the juice?
You told that bitch. was like, tomorrow, I want my toast toasted. Bitch.
Otherwise, it's just gonna get thrown away.
I know, I know. Oh, that is true. It takes time to release out air. I forgot that they fill you up with gas.
But, yeah. Yeah, I said I was burping a lot.
I'm sure you guys want to watch the soap bath. Maybe sponge bath, you mean? Thank you, Susie. Thank you, Shell. Hospital food is tasty. I haven't been too impressed with it. I don't think I would have eaten anything she's going. Oh no, the potatoes I would have eaten.
I told you to eat them.
I mean, I would have eaten them if I had to. I will order something much more tasty for me.
This juice is very, 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 very fresh. There is no sugar in it. This is like they freshly squeezed it.
Nice. Is that good? What kind of juice? Orange?
I decided to get watermelon.
Watermelon juice.
Yeah, what did they have yesterday?
That looks yellow.
Yeah, yellow watermelon.
Oh, yellow watermelon juice. Hey, sweet, our pets are still 2,000 miles away on the other side of Indonesia. We're like West Indonesia, they're in East Indonesia. And Indonesia's like, including all the water in it, like area-wise, it's about the size of the United States. Now we're in like, I would say, maybe, I don't know, like somewhere in West Texas right now, and the pets are in Massachusetts. What's up, Linda? How are you and Joey doing? Linda says, get well soon, Jess.
Linda, you're on?
Uh-huh.
Oh, thank you, Linda. Love you.
Been enjoying coconut water lately? Hell yeah. I don't know why I just got nauseous. Oh yeah, the pets will definitely be glad to see us. Connie, thank you for the turtle drinking water. Stay hydrated. Amen. Well, lucky for Jess, she got an IV. This is probably the most hydrated she's been in years. I overhydrate, I think, and Jess definitely underhydrates.
Not on purpose.
Thanks, Off-Road. I mean, let's go. We're chilling. We're chilling. Thank you for the 100's Night Wolf. Oh, yeah, Matthew? What was the hell of the time for your gallbladder removal? We were in PA for, how long were we in PA for, Jess? Maybe 3 weeks?
Huh?
How long were we in PA for?
I think about 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Because a week and a half was in our hometown, and then the other week and a half was throughout the Poconos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we spent the longest time in Washington, and the longest time in PA.
Yeah. Jebediah said, get your ass better soon.
Thank you, Jebediah. Working on it.
Elric, we're in Indonesia. Jess, her diet is restricted, Connie. Low fat, no oils really, no fatty foods, nothing rich, like creamy sauces and dressings.
Sweets,
Nothing really sugary.
low cholesterol.
You had pain in your shoulders with your gallbladder removal, Matthew. Jess had pain in her one arm when she would have attacks, like her gallbladder attacks.
It was from like my neck to my
Thanks, calisthenics. Hell yeah. How are you doing? Unfortunately, we never got to New York City on our United States trip.
No, I wanted to.
She
but
wanted to. I mean, we just like
We overstayed.
we overstayed our welcome. We overspent.
I have family in New York.
Yep. I mean, is that and that's what you would have wanted to do? Where's your family now? Are they all in? I don't even know anymore. Brooklyn or?
They're in Brooklyn now. They lived in Queens and now they're in Brooklyn.
I wonder why I have a cut on my knee.
From moving, probably. You want to tell them about how this guy was being so insensitive yesterday?
I mean, he wasn't being insensitive. I mean, he didn't know the extent of my situation. He was just trying to fucking wheel and deal me. Nice, Elric. NYC is a good time, short term.
I mean, I only want, truthfully.
You had what kind of battle calisthenics? Oh, 100 pull-ups, 100 push-ups, 100. Nice. Fuck yeah. What's up, Jess?
I don't want to spend like 2 nights max. One to go see family and then the other to go see a play
Huh.
on Broadway. But that was pretty much the only reason why I wanted to go to New York City. But it didn't happen.
I wanted to try to find some Cuban black haze.
Huh.
A calisthenics battle. That's insane. And you won? You tell him, Albert. Oh, the guy trying to wheel and deal me. So I got into my Uber yesterday to go move from one Airbnb to the other. It was an hour and a half drive. I think it was like 20 something kilometers. And like within the first 5 minutes of the trip, the guy's like, "Oh, there's a nice coffee field or coffee plantation I could take you to. It has the best coffee." And I was like, "Oh, my wife's in the hospital. I got to get to the hospital right after I drop my luggage off." And he's like, "Well, perhaps we can negotiate a price and I take you to the hospital and you don't have to use the Uber app." It's not Uber, it's Grab in. I don't know why I even said that, but so he's like, "Perhaps we could just negotiate a price." I'm like, "Oh, how much to go from my next Airbnb to the hospital?" And he tells me 350,000 rupee or rupiah.
It's insane.
And I was like, he's like, "That's a good price for you, that's a good price for me." And I said, "That's not a good price for me, that's a bad price for me, that's a very good price for you." And he was like, "Okay, I give you better price, 300. And I was like, "Buddy, if I just get another Uber, it's gonna be like 180 or 190. And he's like, "I will give you 200. And I was just so annoyed with the guy at this point. I just wanted to end the conversation because I was so worried about Jess. I had no idea how much or what was going on with her. Like she was, as far as I knew, she was still in surgery, or like nobody had reached out to me. I thought I would have heard something hours ago. So I was too worried. I didn't want to argue with this guy. I just figured I'll go for the hour-long drive to my Airbnb, tell him to drop me off, and I will, as soon as he drops me off, I'll just tell him I don't need another ride. So where was I going with that? How much is that? 350,000 rupiah would have been, I mean, by American standards, it's still a good price.
Here.
It would have been
I'll show you.
like 20 bucks, between $20 and $21.
350 is $21.
$21 for an hour and a half Uber ride.
But
So
that's
it wasn't bad.
half, I mean, We
But,
don't pay
but,
for that.
but no, if I go through the app again, and that's what I did. So he dropped me off and he was like, you need a ride to the hospital? I said no. And so he left, I got another Uber and it ended up being 180,000, which is like half that. So what, $9?
180, let's see, 180 is, 1040.
1040. I mean, he could have given me a more fair price and our relationship could have been much better. She's doing well, Neil, thank you. Yeah, if he would have been a little bit more fair right up front instead of trying to tell me, like, I already knew what the pricing was because we went there, we did that trip to go check out the area before we scheduled the next Airbnb. We went up there to see if we liked the area. So I already knew what the pricing included. No, the 300,000 was already paid through the Uber app. It was like 200,000.
And yeah, it's like, what does he think? I mean, anyone going to a hospital, usually anyone going to a hospital.
Yeah,
is not
to
for
take
free.
advantage of someone going to a hospital is a little fucked up in my opinion.
Yeah, like, no one goes to the hospital ever for happy reasons. You know what I mean? It's always, unfortunately, usually something negative, so.
I'm fucking never even.
Can you put the AC, hey, you haven't touched the AC since I
No.
asked you to? I've said it like 4 times. Thank you.
But yeah, no, that price price was outright. It was not fair. Maybe for the time of day, 250 would have been more. You're not trying to take advantage of me. But to be fair, I mean that probably could have been life-changing to that guy because another one of our drivers, he came to pick us up at the hospital and we were waiting outside for him, so it was a fast pickup and he thanked us for it because he said that if he had to wait too long, he would have had to pay for parking, like the way you enter into the hospital to pick people up.
Yeah, you
If
said
you stay
2,000.
inside too long, you have to show a ticket when you leave.
It's 2,000.
It's
rupees.
2,000 for an hour,
And he
which
said-
hold on, let me figure out how much that. Could you see how much that is?
Yeah.
But he said that 2,000 rupiah, the
12
cost,
cents.
12 cents. He said that that's a lot of money for him if he would have had to pay it.
So I know it's nothing for you, but for me it's everything, you know?
Yeah, 12 cents. So I guess like that, if I would have paid that guy 350, and that would have been cash, not going through the app.
Uh-huh.
So the app, like he would have been making so much money, that probably would have been big for him. It was probably worth the risk of pissing me off.
Just, I don't know, just insensitive, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't know how much I was freaking out, so.
But when you mention hospital,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's the, you should be taking like a, or
I
maybe
also
he's
don't
thinking,
think-
oh, emergency, he's really gotta go to the hospital. Let's see how much we could, you know, he
Yeah,
must be
maybe,
desperate.
maybe. I don't know. He lost my business, so it don't matter.
I would be more inclined to have the old man,
Oh,
like he was fair.
Yep,
He gave us a very, very fair price.
yep,
And I liked him, he was a nice old man.
yep.
And Matt almost thought about calling him actually.
Yeah, I should have.
Yeah.
I should have. But I would have had to arrange it probably the day before. I couldn't just do it last minute. What was his name? Yudi or?
I think UD. Wow, great memory.
Yeah, Elric, we don't. Yeah, you can't really vet. We're using the Asian version of Uber, so you kind of just get what you get. I mean, I haven't had any aside from people trying to wheel and deal. Like, and that was the worst thing that happened to me was that guy. Every other experience has been great. One dude
So,
was like, when I told him, he's like, "Where are you from?" And I said, "United States." He's like, "Oh, where's that?" He had no idea. And then I said, "New York," and he's like, "Oh," he's like, "My dream place is New York. I want to visit New York."
well, he thought New York was a country.
Yeah, he's like, "That's the country I want to visit." Oh, Ace, I appreciate you stopping in, man. Thank you for the dono, you fucking legend. I appreciate you.
And then thank you, Ace. And then he knew the song with Jay-Z. And then he.
Oh, the New York song, yeah, with Jay-Z.
He was
In New
He
York.
said we were the first Americans he's ever met.
Yep, first Americans he ever met. But then another Uber driver we friggin' had just gone back from Miami.
Yeah, last
He
year.
lived in Miami for a year. So it's such a like there's people here that are dreaming to go. There's people that have already been.
Well, he said he was on a J1 visa.
It was it was for school. It was like a work learn like
Yeah.
it was an internship.
I didn't understand the whole Utah thing. I didn't understand.
It was another similar thing, but he decided not to go because there was no guarantee that if he paid the money that the visa would be approved. Like you pay for the randomized opportunity.
So is
He
that
said
how
with
the
Trump
first
right
time it
now,
worked?
no, he said that the first time it was pretty sure that he would get the visa
Oh.
approved. As long as like it was no red flags, he's a terrorist or anything.
Yeah.
But right now, I guess the visa approval process is a little bit more, it's kind of
Expensive or
not,
difficult.
well, he made it sound random. It's like if the person at the approval place is in a good mood, they'll be approving visas that day. If they're in a bad mood, they'll be denying visas.
And this young man saved 12,000 US dollars.
Save 12,000. Yeah, I wonder.
How he had to, like, he must have worked so
Well, he said he
hard.
worked 6 hours a day, fucking slept like 3 or 4 hours.
How does he work 6 hours and only sleep 3 or 4? I think you said the math.
What does Cosmopolitan mean?
It's a magazine.
Oh, it's a magazine. Bali's fairly cosmopolitan then, yes.
Let's
Ooh, that is some hot motherfucking water. Holy shit.
Don't burn yourself.
Wow. Let's put it on the cold flow. Maybe we could have some heat transfer through, what would that be, convection? Or
The
conduction?
word cosmopolitan can have a few closely related meanings depending on context. Number one, a person, social, cultural meaning. A cosmopolitan is someone who is comfortable in many different cultures, open-minded and internationally aware, often well-traveled or interested in global ideas.
So I'm
That's
cosmopolitan.
us. Oh my God.
We are like so cosmo.
Someone, as an example, someone who can easily adapt to life in New York City, Paris, or Tokyo. Cosmopolitan as a place, descriptive meaning. So cosmopolitan city is diverse and multicultural, home to people from many countries, full of international food, languages, and lifestyles. 3, a general adjective. It can also describe something that has a global or worldly character rather than being limited to one region or culture.
Will you say Bali is cosmopolitan?
Not, I mean, I think in the food, like, I feel like there's.
It has a lot of people here, but the foreign people are tourists.
Yeah, and the biggest tourism comes from Australia.
Yeah, it feels like the people that live here are
And
generally
Europeans.
just Balinese people. It's not like
Yeah,
Japanese Balinese, European Balinese.
Yeah.
Like they're Balinese. They've been here there for
I
generations.
feel like there's Chinese people here, Australians, and Russian, or just like in general, Europeans
As tourists.
as tourists.
Yes.
But there's not very many American tourism. Every Grab driver we get, I ask them, what?
John said, "I'd say cosmopolitan means put the fries in the bag."
What?
I don't get that. I don't even get it, but it's funny.
That was funny. So I've asked
Thanks, Jebediah.
every Grab driver how often they've met American people, and they said one of them was like maybe 8% of the time.
Yeah, they said about 8% of tourism is of Americans.
So there's really not any American. I mean,
They said like 90% is Australian.
Yeah. It's just, yeah, it's a lot of money to fly here from the States.
No, we're at the hospital, Neil. Hopefully she gets released tomorrow.
Yeah, the doctor said everyone keeps coming in here and telling me that they wanna let me go tomorrow, so I'm like 85% sure we're gonna leave tomorrow.
Fucking growing hairs in my ears now.
And I started noticing grays on my head.
Nice. Local culture is still strong. Definitely a strong local culture. But I did want to ask our fucking drivers, and I have not yet. But I don't see that many young people out doing the offerings and everything.
Because they're working.
I guess, but I'm just my question is, are these traditions going to be carried on throughout the next generation or two? Because it doesn't seem like they're that.
Well, our one driver said it's very difficult for Balinese people to leave Bali. And he was telling me, or us, how he literally broke up with his girlfriend the day before. They're both Indonesian, so two different cultures.
Two different tribes, two different islands.
Two different cultures.
What island did she say she was from?
I think.
Oh, it was because.
Was it Maluku?
No, that's why he went to Borneo to visit her family.
Borneo, that's right.
He didn't see the orangutans, he went to go visit her family.
Yeah. It just was so.
So she was from Borneo, she was Catholic, he was Balinese religion, She was Christian, and he's Balinese religion, which is like Hindu.
Bali Hindu, because that's different, because you asked if it was different from other Hindu, and he said a little different, yeah. So it's like Balinese Hindu.
Yeah, Balinese Hindu.
And
Well, it's Hindu, but they also have their own traditions on top of that, basically. Like they have their own Balinese, I think they still have carryover from older Balinese religion or whatever, that they kind of into the Hindu when they adopted that. I think that's kind of how I understood it.
So he said that he was willing to kind of adapt, but he said that she couldn't leave her family, like she can't
She
leave.
would, yeah, she didn't want to leave her religion. She didn't want to leave her tribe.
And then he, in a way, didn't want to like leave his own family behind. His dad didn't talk to him the entire time they were in a relationship because he was
Inquiring minds want to know.
because like his parents were just upset that he wasn't
No
with
smoke.
a Bali girl. Like why isn't he with a Bali girl? And so he resisted his parents, but he then told us that he realized that his mom was right and that, you know, we should just marry somebody
From his own,
from his own religion, from Bali. You know, he says it's hard for Balinese people to leave because, you know, like every 6 months they have this tradition where they have their own temple and they pray to all of their ancestors. And he saw with his own eyes, like how he got to speak to his uncle who had passed. And like, because he had this experience multiple times, you know, at first he was skeptical about his own religion.
hold on. You totally did not understand that story very well.
No.
No, his uncle used to talk to fucking
Then
their
his uncle
ancestors.
passed.
And then his cousin was able to do
Yeah, and
it.
then his uncle's kid, aka his,
Yeah, so I mean,
sorry, I mixed up the
the
details.
family, what's the word? Su,
Possession.
not possession, the fortune tellers
Yeah.
or the soothsayers or whatever.
Yeah.
The fucking witch doctors of the family or whatever. It's like now the cousin after his uncle died, all of a sudden his cousin got the power to speak to the ancestors, and his cousin would speak to them and or to the
And
ancestors.
he says he knows that it sounds ridiculous to anybody else, but because he has had this experience, he is now, and he really does now
So-
believe. So
He
every family and village has their own temple, and if you leave them, then
not every village, every family. Like when
and he said a village, like, and then a one big one for the village.
he said one big one for the family, like whatever like so let's say your grandparents would probably have a huge temple because that property has been in the family for so long.
Oh, I see.
But then we're like his family, when he starts a family, it'll be young and they'll probably only have the smaller temple when he builds a house.
So every
Family has a grand temple at like the oldest person's house, and then like when the oldest person dies, somebody inherits it, so that temple always stays in the family. And I don't know if they continue to add to it or something, so it continues to get bigger. So every family has a grand one because of over time it becomes grand. So I guess they add to them.
So if he left, like he's literally leaving his ancestors, his whole family, and like bad things will happen to you if you leave.
And he said that his uncle would talk to the ancestors, and the ancestors would like give him dirt. So like the uncle would come and tell the whole family that our Uber driver as a young kid, like his uncle would come into the house and say, oh, the ancestors told me that young Junior here was playing out in the street when he wasn't supposed to. And fucking this kid was like, oh my God, my uncle talks to the ancestors because he knew I was out playing in the street when I wasn't supposed to. That's the kind of thing that this uncle would do to the kid. He would say, oh, the ancestors told me that you were being bad doing this. And it was probably the cousin telling the uncle or whatever. And now the cousin is friggin' taking on the tradition of, the ancestors told me that you were doing this. And he probably sees stuff that they didn't think he saw. And then he says, the ancestors told me you did this. That's kind of how I understood this story.
Yeah,
What's up, Daniel? We're live. They have every house in Bali has a temple, and we'll try to get some footage of that. Like it was insane. Like we were driving around our first couple of days, and I'm like, it is insane how many temples are here. It's like every block has a temple. No, every block has multiple temples. Every house has its own temple. So like what I'm thinking is one big temple. I'm just saying like multiple temples in multiple backyards. It's insane. She's okay. Yeah, the surgery was yesterday, Danny. Lots of pain yesterday, but after she puked a bunch of bile, she's been relatively good. Unless she has to laugh, cough, move, cry. What's up, Patricia? Oh, and then they also, old trees have to be wrapped with like a rug or fabric to trap the evil spirits inside, because as a tree gets older, it somehow becomes an evil spirit or something. So all the old trees need to have
a little tiny temple in front of it too.
and a little temple. So every old tree.
Every single time, every day, multiple times to the big trees, tall trees.
Yeah, this is one of the places that I feel like tradition is still pretty strong.
Yeah, tradition.
But again, like I said, I feel like the younger generation is not as involved. I think that in a couple.
The younger generation is working because.
Okay, but I guess the point that I'm trying to make is I think 3 decades from now, 4 decades from now, it will be a lot less temple stuff and a lot less praying and a lot less donations to the gods than it is today. Can you go into the Hindu temple? I think there's some that are like museums and stuff.
We haven't tried going in. I don't know for a while.
We didn't really have much time to do much, like a lot of hospital visit. We were trying to find, we went to a lot of different hospitals trying to get pricing and stuff. And then, I mean, what else did we do? It seemed like that's all we did, and walked. We would wake up every morning and like 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, go walk the beach. We'd be out for like 2 to 3 hours walking, and then we would come back and then get ready and go out hospital hunting.
And then I'm still quite jet lagged, so I mean, I'm falling asleep. I still haven't made it till 9 p.m.
Sebastian, I'm glad you're doing well. Thank you, Patricia. In the pool, you can't go in unless you're Hindu. The pool? What pool? Danny, I did see that he was going to do that.
Can you do me a favor?
What?
Can you pull this out?
Pull what out? Oh, no.
Yeah.
You want it? I gotta put it back in.
Maybe. I really have always wanted a new one.
Oh, you should put in like a fucking, like a pot leaf one.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be cool. If you loved me, you would. Temple app. What is the Temple app? Nepal.
Ooh, I would love to visit Nepal.
This is an 18th century hand-woven tapestry. This came from my personal collection. I got it in my travels to Nepal. What movie is that from?
No idea.
Does anyone in the chat know what movie that's from?
The Himalayas, I would love to visit the Himalayas in Nepal.
I may have butchered the quote too a little bit. Yep, John, that's it. The movie was How High. You were dropping Cheetos on an 18th century hand-woven tapestry. Definitely not from the Raiders of the Lost Ark. Fucking Altoids. Oh man. I think spearmint is so much better than peppermint. I remember Juanita. Oh shit, it's 10 o'clock. I wonder what the best time to go back to the crib is. I mean, it probably would have been cheapest to go earlier. But the price difference is cents. Whether you black or honky, you love pork chops or chunky. Let's see if we can make a really loud, annoying noise. No, we don't have a bike, GB. I don't know, man. I was thinking about this yesterday. I really would not want to drive around Bali.
No. There's so many foreigners that do.
Oh yeah, I mean everybody does.
I mean, if you want to get around for affordable, that's how you have to do it.
Yeah, I'm sure. I wonder how much a fucking scooter would be. I mean, I guess if we got one and I just was the driver, well, I mean, before surgery, it probably wouldn't have been that bad. I think that when you're on the scooter or on the moped or whatever you want to call it, like your options, like you got, like it's not that bad. You could go pretty much anywhere. You could go up on a sidewalk if you need to, which is what they do here.
Or you get bumped by a car, like our friggin' Uber or Grab driver.
Yeah, our fucking Uber driver. Let's just call it Uber from now on, just for fucking simplicity's sake.
Okay.
Because we don't know when new people come into the chat. But our Uber driver accidentally fucking crashed into the friggin', we were at a red light, and he kept inching forward. There's a scooter in front of us, and he kept inching forward to try to get as close to the scooter as possible, and eventually he hit him. The dude fucking turned around with a panicked look in his eye. I mean, he was only hit like going friggin' 0.2 of a mile per hour, but it put the fear of God into him.
And honestly, that could have seriously like thrown out his back. Like a car just hit a scooter. No matter, like we weren't going fast, obviously, but like just the shock of it could have thrown his back out, and he could have injured him. Could have still been injured from that. Like, I don't understand the purpose of being that close. Like, we're at a red light.
I don't know if it would be cheaper to eat out than cook at our place, but I don't think the price is that much different. You could find very affordable food here. I'm averaging, I mean, for me to eat, $18 is a lot. Like $18 yesterday, I got Indian food, and I got veggie biryani, I got garlic naan bread, and I got some kind of potato. They weren't samosas, but they were like potato encrusted with some kind of spicy crust. And by spicy, I mean like Indian spices, not, I mean, it was, no, it didn't really have any heat to it. It was like, I don't know what kind of spices I was getting, but it was like different. And that was $18. I didn't finish it all.
Cause you didn't like it.
I mean, it was dry. The biryani was dry, but I was stuffed. And that was $18 including the delivery fee. Oh, and a drink. I had some kind of, it was like a rose flavored yogurt drink. So, yeah. I would like to find something similar to that Persian restaurant that we went to in the Philippines.
Yeah,
That
was good.
friggin' falafel in a pita bread. I loved it. The I have heard like this was the first place that I've heard so many bad things about buying weed in Bali. Like the dealers work with the police and they'll sell it to you and then they'll tell you the cops who they sold it
Just
to.
lower your voice.
Sorry, Gorge. Then I also heard that when you do actually find it, it's not good. You could get a fast boat over to Gili T, which is a little island to the east of Bali.
And one place out of quote for 300,000.
300,000 for the boat?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's only $18 to go over to Gili T, and that's supposedly where you could find mushrooms and weed.
And apparently it's very beautiful.
Yeah, oh yeah. There's no vehicles, no motorized vehicles on the island, only bicycles. Oh man, I am definitely going to eat something good today. I had Domino's yesterday, or not yesterday. Yesterday I had the Indian food. The day before I had Domino's. The day before I had Papa John's.
Yeah, Papa John.
Or Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut. One of the nights I had Pizza Hut.
So you're saying something healthy today?
Yeah. I wouldn't mind if I could find something along the lines of that watermelon salad.
Aww.
What else would be good? Oh man, if I could find like that falafel and pita bread. Gabby loves to plan is here.
Gabby! Hey girl, hey! What did she say?
Jess was able to go home. Nope.
Gabby! I'm watching Mary Ellen's video. I should be watching your video. I'm in a little bit of pain. They want me to start walking. They want to take my catheter away so I can start walking. I don't want to move much. I don't want them to take my catheter away.
She said, "Oh, she looks great."
Thanks. But Yeah, they said tomorrow, I get to be dispatched, so I need to start moving. And I don't wanna move.
She said, yes, get that circulation going. The time? That's the time.
10:15 a.m. Friday morning.
Danny says, I hope you have a fast recovery.
Thank you.
Gabby says it'll make you feel better.
The walking.
Yeah, circulation.
Oh,
GB, I heard that like Gilly Tea and Lombok today is like what Bali was back in like the 90s. I don't know if that's true. The internet drops out as soon as I go out of the room. She said take some stool softener.
oh. I maybe need to ask them here if they could give it to me. Some people in the chat were saying that too, that it's gonna be bad when I need to poop. Girl, they don't have me on fucking fentanyl. I was so scared. They friggin' upped it yesterday because I was in pain. Almost.
What's up, Angela? No, this is a public hospital.
Yeah, because the other hospital was charging us like crazy amount of money.
The private hospital surgery was going to be minimum 15,500.
18, oh yeah.
15,500 if we would have had you in a room with other people. 18,000 if you would have had your own private room.
There's no such thing as payment plans. They don't do payment plans.
Angela said, Jess, what happened?
Angela, I got gallstones and I had my gallbladder removed. I have 3 incisions on my abdomen, and no, I didn't do this. They gave me a stained, whatever this is called. So I didn't do
Hospital gown, I do believe they call that.
So I have an incision in my belly button, one where I complained about pain in the center of my abdomen, and one off to the right. So one was for camera and 2 for tools. They said they chopped my gallbladder up and they took it out, and those are my stones. I don't think anyone wants to see my stones.
I don't think that there's really much to see, if I'm being honest with you.
But
I don't know if you guys could see those 2 little stones in there that are like...
the
biggest one is like half the size.
0.4 centimeters and the other one is 0.2.
The biggest one is like 1/8 of a pencil eraser.
And those 2 tiny things cause so much pain. But yeah, I am in pain still. Just
Thank you, Angela.
not as much as yesterday. Like when
She won't bend over like the fentanyl addicts. She can't.
when I talk, I have to talk kind of like pacing my breath, because even just any kind of expansion of my abdomen.
Connie said you could put your stones on eBay.
No, Connie, I would never do
She's
that.
joking,
I
Jeff.
know she's joking. It could help pay for this hospital bill, but I would never do that.
Etienne said, heal fast and well. Hey girl, heal fast and well.
Thank you.
Gabby says, yes, you gotta get moving. Angela says, every day you'll feel better.
Yeah, I already feel better from yesterday, and it's been almost 24 hours. But
And
they're
this
gonna-
is how many milliliters of fentanyl? Well, it's actually, you take that number, divide it by 2, so it's like 35 micrograms. 0.35, wait, 0.1 times 35. So
And if you-
3.5
You want me to do
grams.
math?
3.5 micrograms. 3.5 micrograms is how much fentanyl you've consumed in the fucking...
24 hours.
Yeah. I don't think that's anything.
They're going to reduce it this afternoon.
What's the black material behind her head? Her jacket.
Yeah.
Or a sweatshirt or something.
I needed more support for my head.
She got me a pillow, and she took it.
No, I didn't. Oh, I got. You don't have your other.
Yes, you ended up getting, we got me another one yesterday.
Oh.
But yesterday you said you had asked me for a pillow for me, and then you needed more support. I was like, well, Jess, that pillow was for you, not for me. Oh, it allowed me to restart it. Oh,
Yay.
so it's the phone.
It's the phone.
Our streaming phone.
It's the phone.
Our streaming phone is fucked.
Of course it is. You just left the States. Well, don't you have spare phones on your boat?
We're down to not many.
I know.
I mean, I guess I could put that one into our emergency bag and use the one that's in our emergency bag as our new streaming phone.
If it's any good.
I think it is. I got it working.
Yeah.
It's an S21 Ultra. Our current streaming phone is an S22
You'll have
Ultra.
to start streaming from the GoPro, maybe.
But then it has to be connected to our computer, which, I mean, it's possible, but the problem is the GoPro then needs to be wired in, I think. We'll see. Well, we'll try to figure that. That's actually a good thing. Yeah, it froze. I got it back though. Kevin, that's not even funny because they might have. They might have took one of her kidneys and sold it because when we were having the pre-surgery talk with the doctor, he was like talking about removing her kidney. We're like, no, she needs her gallbladder removed. He's like, yes, gallbladder. So she went into that surgery. I was a little concerned that they were going to take the wrong organ out. But, I mean, we see the stones, so we know they took the right organ out. But hopefully they didn't take both out. But maybe sold one of your kidneys for a little side money or whatever.
I wouldn't know unless I ask for an x-ray again.
A 4-band stretch wrap to go? What does that mean?
Who said that?
Danny. Zero Cool says, hack the planet. I hope you're okay, Jess.
Thank you, Zero Cool. I'm doing better.
We gotta keep oh, Dilly Too Chilly, what's up? What's a cheap phone? Puts pressure so she could bend over. So we want her bending over like a fentanyl addict? Is that what we're trying to say here? Let's see, what can you guys see from all the way up here? How's that view? Dr. Gochujang down there? Yeah, I think that this dose is very, very low. Because, I mean, she's not even really behaving very different. So, it's zero point 0.1 micrograms for every 2 milliliters, and she's getting 3 milliliters every hour. So that's only like 0.15 micrograms. So we've calculated over the course of the last 24 hours, she's only gotten about 3.5 micrograms. Get a Narcan? I don't think that. Well, I mean, we're in a hospital, bruh. But again, I think that that is such a small dose. Like, if I don't even think that she's feeling it. There is a speedometer. What is she? Is she what? Oh, she's watching a video. I don't know if what I want to do. I should get this phone charging.
Yeah, mine is dying.
Yours is dying? Oh, well, you're gonna have to take your headphones out to fucking. Oh, I don't know if this is probably too much information, but it's not the best time of the.
Yep, I woke up to my own bath. After
The
surgery.
that was a fucking very bad way to put that.
How should I have said?
I don't know, it's just very descriptive. But yeah, she woke up in
Blood bath
a pool of blood.
everywhere.
The nurses had to fucking clean her with her own friggin' wipes that she brought. She brought her own toilet paper for the bathroom. None of that
Brought
stuff's
my own
provided.
toothbrush.
Brought her own toothbrush, her own
I
toothpaste.
brought my own water, but they have been giving me water.
You wanted me to get you body wash from or soap so you could shower. What's up, Tom? Jess had her gallbladder removed. We booked flights back to Bali, and right before we left the United States to come back, she was having pains. She went to urgent care, and we found out that she needed to have her gallbladder removed. Jess, real quick, what year is it, and who's the governor of Utah?
I don't know.
Oh, yep, she is fucked up, guys.
2026. Who is the governor? Do you know?
I don't even know the governor of fucking Pennsylvania.
Yeah, me either. We all know the governor.
Everybody knows the governor of Florida. Danny, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. Keep an eye on her temperature, says Donna.
Oh yeah, they come very often.
Yeah, they
to check
come
temperature, and
temperature, blood pressure, blood concentration. What's up, Candy Crush? What's up, Phil Collins? Oh man, and this doesn't even give you guys a good example of how crazy the electrical wiring is here. That sawing was going on at 9 o'clock last night.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I was like, when is this gonna end? There's Nurse Kumalu. Crazy fool thing. We're live. What can we see going on in friggin' acting? We've. It is hard to sleep in the hospital, Tom. We first left to go on this trip February, the day after Valentine's Day, February 15th. Yeah, so what else do we got to do? We just got to get Jess recovered. It really sucks because I wish I could be working on this friggin' computer setup that I want for our boat, like a little server setup and stuff. But I need a monitor for my computer. And this new Airbnb doesn't have a TV, and that's what I've been using. Also, I also need that computer to be accessible on the network by other devices, and using Airbnb networks, I don't have access to the router, which is a problem. It was supposed to be 3 weeks, and rescue. It was going to be like a couple days on the West Coast, a couple days in Florida, and then like a week and a half in Pennsylvania.
Which we were on track for, and then the war happened, and Eid, and all these other unforeseen things.
Yep, it took us, yeah, the war happened. It took us a while to get our visa approval. We could have cut off. I mean, if we would have just applied for our visa sooner,
Yeah, we would have been back a long ass time ago.
yeah, like we would have cut off at least 3 weeks. Zero Cool, the pets, last we saw, are doing fine. Probably don't even remember us anymore. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
What?
Just do what we gotta do. Doris, everything's going well. How are you doing? Yeah, I forgot to get a charger. I have felt a second backup battery, so there it is. Could get that charged up. This charged up. And then I found a wire or a cable somewhere at one point. There's a credit card. You got it. Listen here, see? We're robbing the bank at midnight, see? You go in through the back, see? Where the hell? Oh, sorry guys. I'm searching for a charging cable. I think this is the one that I was looking for. So we'll give Jess the fuck is that backup battery? Oh yeah, you won't be able to use your headphones. And now to charge you guys. And rescue. I didn't really make out that well on selling our stuff on eBay. What type of... A corrupt one is the best way to describe it, I think. I can't wait. So for breakfast, all she got was some bread that wasn't even really toasted and an omelet, a small little egg omelet.
The veggies.
Oh, and veggie with veggies. Last night, I think the meal was potatoes, some kind of like breaded fried fish, which she can't eat. Maybe it wasn't fried; it could have been baked, breaded and baked. A little cup of green beans and carrots. Yeah, it was basically just like sliced boiled potatoes. What didn't you hear? I got back at the boat we have an air drone, like a flying drone, and back at our Airbnb here we have an underwater drone. I just bought an underwater drone that we brought back from the States. So we got drones. I agree, Blue Water. I mean, I actually didn't think she was even going to be in this much pain. So I am a little surprised, but after she threw up yesterday, she started feeling so much better. Both drones are cool, Zero Cool. I haven't really got to test the underwater drone out yet. We did it a little bit in Seattle, but Seattle's water isn't really known for its clarity, that's for damn sure. Yeah, it has a camera. It's got to be tethered. It's tethered with a waterproof cable. I have a 300-foot tether. You could get a 600-foot one. Herbie, just keep on keeping on, kiddo. I'm going to get my leg back. I got both of them. Our sea legs? We didn't lose our sea legs. We lived on our first boat in 2016, lost it, and didn't get another boat for 4 years. And the adjustment was quick and easy. I think once you live on a boat, you kind of always keep your sea legs. But yeah, it's going to be pretty cool to test out the underwater drone. Man, it wouldn't be easy, but there are possible ways to, if we got our second Starlink up and running, we could potentially take the underwater drone in the dinghy with a our Starlink Mini, or our portable Starlink Mini, and a battery pack, and technically we could stream underwater from the dinghy, exploring like a reef or something using the underwater drone. All blue water, it definitely has. I think that it's, I mean, I feel like we tend to show more downs than ups. I feel like a lot of the people that might be interested in sailing will watch us and be like, wow, why do these people even do it? I used to enjoy being out at sea. And then after multiple times being out at sea for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it just has gotten so old. I also feel like I'm falling into this place where I'd much rather just be in like, I don't want to say my comfort zone, but I'd rather just be comfortable more often than uncomfortable. That's a good question, Neil. I've friggin' been avoiding that fucking task,
Which one?
shipping our luggage back.
Well, I texted you this morning and I told you that I forgot that you could have like the luggage guys carry everything. You just pay them
That's true.
if you wanted to do it that way.
Yeah, I guess I would have to see. I mean, I guess we can estimate how much. I could just go back and weigh all of our suitcases. And I think you might even be able to go onto the airline's website and calculate how much the fee would be for however many kilos.
So, yeah, like as soon as we get to the airport here, only thing is I don't know, since we're gonna be having connecting flights, are we gonna have a problem leaving Bali? Are we gonna have a problem arriving in Biak? Are they gonna give a shit for all this stuff that we're
No, it's
bringing?
already imported.
Okay.
Like, domestically, what the fuck could they say? Like, they can't be like, oh, well, you got to pay taxes on that. It's like, no, it's already in the country. It's not. It's already imported. I mean, they can now not prove that we didn't buy any of this stuff here.
Yeah. So,
Dropping acid on a boat is fucking scary, Zero Cool, man. I'd be scared to die.
so like arriving at the airport, I could like stand by our suitcases while you go get a couple guys that we could hire.
I mean, the guys are usually right by where you get dropped off.
Yeah, so we could like pay them.
Or a cart, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you could pay one other person if you wanted to, if you carry the cart.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm not terribly worried about it. Like, we'll figure something out, but I mean, we can definitely see about shipping it back too. The only thing is, if we ship it back, it could potentially take longer than planned.
Yeah, I mean, the average is supposed to be 2 weeks. And most likely, I would probably spend a week at the bungalow, not gonna lie.
I mean, don't forget, if you could just friggin', well, yeah, I mean, it would be rough. But I was gonna say, like, it might have been more comfy to get to Sarong and be in a slip. Which I don't know
We're
if,
gonna need to, because,
do you wanna ask IU if anything's gonna be available around then? Like, you can start being proactive about that.
yeah, I thought about asking her last week, to be honest, but, yeah, I mean,
Oh man, and I still gotta fucking get in touch with my US.
yeah, that's the other reason why I didn't contact her, because
Mhm.
I didn't have anything to give her. Yeah, I imagine we would probably spend 2 weeks in Biak, 1 week cleaning up, and 1 more week of resting. I would like 2 weeks of full rest. So 1 week in Bali and 1 week in Biak. Well, unfortunately, you do a lot of the cleaning and putting away.
Yes, I do the cooking. Yes, I do the cleaning.
Yeah. I think I'd probably be well enough to make my meals, but you're gonna have to do all the provisioning. Well, you don't even have to go crazy because we're going to Sarong for the pets as well as another doctor appointment. So. You been listening?
Yep, I'm listening.
What are you doing?
I see 76. I was listening.
You see 76 what?
Likes.
Can I have some chapstick, please?
Cooking in Paradise. That'll be Jess's new show. She could do it on her channel.
Yeah, Matt gave me a great idea.
What did you want?
A chapstick.
Where would I find that?
Try in my pink jacket.
Where would that be? Oh, that's behind you.
Is it? Oh, I didn't know
You're right. I should start taking stuff out. I should just fucking take this opportunity to fucking organize just purses and bags and fucking, so she could have in them what I think she needs, not what she thinks she needs.
I haven't organized it since the States.
No, this pocket is insane.
I was supposed to spend the coins in the States.
I just sucked at it.
You want some?
I have one in my hand.
Did you zip up my pocket?
There's nothing in it. Okay, so I'll hold on to this for now. Aloha, Vernon, how are you doing today? Do we have Patreon? We don't. I don't feel like we're there yet.
No, we need a
Well, we barely even friggin', I've
make videos.
shamefully have to say that we don't even do enough for our members. Fucking to justify a, I forgot I had these things. Fucking little USB port plugs. This is what happens when it gets put into Jess's fucking pocket. Oblivion. Never to be seen again. I need sponsors. I agree with that. Sponsors like a fucking health insurance company or something. This calls for some thinking. Yes, I do the cooking. Yes, I do the cleaning. Oh, you bastard. Oh, that's good news, Vernon. Hell yeah. Congratulations. Head back to the boat. I have our Airbnb here booked up until the 4th of May. And I think that should be enough time for Jess to heal and be good to go back to the boat. We didn't check on any other vital organs. I don't really know how you do that. I left my portable fucking ultrasound machine back at the boat. We're just gonna have to trust. You gotta have faith. Baby, I know you're asking me to stay. Say please, please, please don't go away, 'cause it gives me the blues. Schleppy. I'll be here, Vernon. This pillowcase, there was a brief moment last night where I got cold. This was my blanket. I had a blanket, but I was using the blanket as a pillow. But then eventually last night I got so fucking hot. I was covered in sweat. Krakowa. Oh, that's a good idea, Blue Water. That is a really good idea. I didn't get into the pillowcase because I was using this t-shirt. I had my feet inside of this I had my feet inside of the t-shirt. So then it was used for my upper body. Yeah, so the big difficulty we had in finding a new place here in Bali was, well, our requirements were a little bit, I guess, outside of the norm. Because we wanted a kitchen, we wanted a washing machine to do laundry. I think they were the two. The washing machine is very hard to find in an Airbnb. You, as soon as I would have like, for the area I was looking at, I would have like 10 places. And as soon as I took off the filter for washing machine, it would go up to like 180. What are you watching, Jess?
It's, your dog doesn't see you as a human. Here's what you really want to know.
Oh. Interesting.
Here's what you really are to them.
A hoochie mama. Can you be scanning receipts?
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to bang these up. Do you need specific kinds of receipts? Like, does it need to have the item on it, or can it be the credit card slip?
I don't know. Let's see. I just kind of scan everything.
Big fat motherfucking tomato. What's the recovery time, Big Head Todd? They said the physical wounds, or the external, like her chest wounds, from actually being cut open, should heal within a week. And the internal wounds, 1 to 2 months. Yeah, no, fuck hand washing. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I did that the first year and a half of sailing. No, thank you. Whenever there wasn't wait, this says I have no internet connection, even though I'm connected to the hospital.
Try disconnecting and reconnecting. We got 3 pre-1982 pennies. What's the importance of that? Oi, Annalita. IMR, look at you fighting the good fight. What a fucking hero. What a fucking hero.
It's not taking them because the old receipts,
They're old?
over 2 weeks.
Oh. Airline pilot, she's doing well. She's recovering from surgery yesterday. That's awesome. Well, I thought this was fucking, oh, Seattle. Oh.
Would you like to say goodbye? Are you having too much fun?
We can go for 10 more minutes. They're not making any more pennies in the United States. America's gonna be penniless. Did you hear that, Jess?
Yeah.
What do you think about America becoming penniless?
But what happens when something is $12.96?
Round.
Oh, I don't make that.
Yeah, airline pilot, we're hoping that she's good to travel. We booked our Airbnb up until the 4th of, so, Jess, what are you thinking actually now that I think about it? About booking our airline travel, what do we do? Should we be booking it now because prices tend to go up over?
Today's Friday, so I think we can wait until Monday or Tuesday.
Okay, if that's what you would like to
I mean,
do.
don't they say like it's most expensive during the weekend?
I think that the way this airline that we watched it is, the
Well,
closer it gets to the date.
Okay, well then we can book it.
I mean, we could wait a day and see.
I mean, if we know that we wanna be back,
I mean, I guess the problem is we just have to know if you think that you're gonna amend enough.
I'm sure I will.
Goddamn right, my gorge is a mender. Yep. She's a mender. She's a mender. She's a mender. What's up, Captain Farron? How are you doing today? I'm in the hospital right now, airline. Book it now and get insurance? We could do that too. I prefer doing all that kind of stuff from my computer, so I'm gonna have to do it from the Airbnb anyway. Oh, my darling. Oh shit, who sent us a gift? Thank you for the sunshine, Susan. Thank you for the gold coin, Nightwolf, you fucking legends, you. Thank you for the flower, Eric. All right, good night, Zero Cool. I appreciate you stopping in. Hack the planet. The fuck you talking about, Willis? Thank you for the flowers, Zero Cool. Fucking legends. Yes, Jess picks from a menu. What did Jess pick from the menu?
From the food here?
Yeah.
I picked for lunch, potato, and grilled fish. For dinner, I picked potato again with grilled chicken, vegetable soup, watermelon juice. And for breakfast tomorrow, I picked this toast and omelet.
Thank you for the 100, Vernon. Vernon. Did you guys hear what she picked? Thank you for the Sunday Connie. Oh no, Captain Farron. She's got to stay away from fatty food, most oils and stuff for right now. At least for the first couple weeks before she starts trying to incorporate that stuff back. I don't even think what the hotel or the hospital is giving her is really stuff that she should be having. At least what ChatGPT says.
I should not be having an omelet. Not be having eggs, because eggs are fatty. Unless it's, hello, oh, my lunch is here.
Oh, there you go, food.
Yay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey,
Let's see.
Tessa.
Oh, yes.
I see you. I'm gonna creep.
Whoa. More potatoes? We still have potatoes from yesterday. Still got potatoes from yesterday. Yeah, it's closed. Some fruit. Some vegetables. Some chicken. All right. Why didn't she just give it to you?
I don't know, she does that.
He's a friggin' jerk.
Let's eat. I do have more of an appetite today.
Yay, bon appetit.
Thank you.
Titties.
Let's try the potatoes.
Oh, she doesn't even fucking unwrap it.
I know, I should've. But the potatoes don't have salt, don't have butter, they're literally just boiled.
No, she had her gallbladder removed.
You know what?
And
That's not bad. You want some potatoes?
no, I'm good. But no. We are not in the United States.
What are you showing them?
This thing is in English.
I wanna watch something on the TV.
Oh, we can't do that though, Gorge. We'll get copyright strike.
So, you should have been off like 2 hours ago.
George. Alright, guys, let's wrap it up. The sick person wants to watch some TV. No, we're in Indonesia. You didn't finish reading that, Connie. You could scroll back and read it.
Oh, she was reading the whole thing.
Yep.
What did it say?
She's joking, Jess. God.
Oh.
Guys, Jess has always been a very gullible person. Thank you, Susan. I appreciate it. Frenchie, what's up, what's up? Thank you. Frenchie says, get well soon.
Thank you.
Vernon says, be well.
Thank you, Vernon. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Captain Farron. Captain Farron says, take care. John says, get well soon. Thank you, guys.
We'll see you at the new Airbnb.
Yeah, we'll see you guys at the new Airbnb. Oh, these are fucking rupiahs. I'd like to thank everybody today that donated. I would like to thank everybody that sent us gifts. We appreciate it. I would like to thank you to everybody that liked this video. I would like to thank any new subscribers that we got today. Our subscriber count has just been plummeting. It's been plummeting, guys. We've lost about 50 subscribers over the last month or so. So I do appreciate any new ones we get. Rock on, Sir Smoke a Lot. Fucking hope you're having fun with Samson. But I do appreciate everyone that liked this video, the new subscribers. Special thank you to our members. I cannot bring up the list of members because I don't have 2 phones today. But I do appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you for the 100, Connie, at the last minute. Connie says, get well and feel better real soon, Jess. Take care of yourself too, Matt. Thank you. Thank you for the stay hydrated turtle, Sir Smoke a Lot. I appreciate you. We appreciate all of you guys. And I think the next one will be, maybe it'll be from the hospital tomorrow. I don't know what time she'll be getting dismissed or what dispatched or whatever. Whatever. But I appreciate you guys. And we will catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, guys.
Bye.
Possible sponsor. Neil's going to be our possible sponsor.
Okay.